The 10 most dangerous places to travel in the world. Traveling helps you improve your overall health, from decreasing your stress to helping people with anxiety and depression. The pros of traveling surely outweigh its cons. But the risks involved in traveling is also worth considering. In this video, we will explain top 10 most dangerous places to travel in the world. Stay connected with us to know about that and watch complete video. 1. Somalia. Somalia is found on the Horn of Africa and has some of the most beautiful coasts and beaches with a suitable climate throughout the year. But its drawbacks outweighs its beauty. African countries may seem to be great for a wildlife safari, catching a glimpse of acres of tropical grasslands and enjoying beaches, but it is not what it looks like. Somalia is among some of the worst poverty-stricken and abjectly governed nations in the world. It is not the only ground to consider labeling Somalia as the worst country to travel. Human trafficking is rampant in the cities of this country, along with piracy, arms dealing, drug smuggling and high crime rates. 2. Democratic Republic of Congo. Avoid traveling to the Democratic Republic of Congo due to its present political unrest. Civil chaos and illegal acts should make you reconsider your plan to travel here. Armed robbery and home invasion, violent public assaults and aggressive demonstrations in the cities make it the worst place to travel considering personal safety. Ebola outbreak in DRC is also a reason for concern as it poses a severe health risk, and traveling there would be a careless decision risking your health. Poor infrastructure, limited medical facilities, and a below-par security state also make it the worst country to visit. 3. Syria. War-torn country Syria is in its worst state currently. A myriad of historical places, different kinds of artifacts and stupendous quality of life once made Syria a paradise on earth, where only the language of love dwelled. But currently, political turmoil and ongoing war have made it the worst place to travel. The war going on in Syria has been termed as the second deadliest in the 21st century. Syria has banned flying over several places, as well as has imposed many restrictions on those coming to their country. Series of armed revolts, insurgencies and bomb attacks happen on a daily basis, hampering lives and destroying buildings, which should make you drop the idea of traveling to Syria. 4. Honduras. Enriched with cultural heritage national parks and alluring beaches make Honduras an appreciable place to visit. High rates of crime, violence, and murder make it the most dangerous country to travel. Money extortion, drug wars, rape, human trafficking are some of the numerous crimes happening in Honduras. According to a study, San Pedro Sula, a city in Honduras, has been tagged as the most violent city in the world, with more than 3 murders per day. 5. Pakistan. Some areas of Pakistan are safe to travel for tourists, while other areas like Balochistan province and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province are dangerous due to thriving terrorism and militancy in these areas. Kidnapping and murder for ransom by terrorist groups are frequently committed crimes in Pakistan. All these factors, along with falling down of law and order, contribute to making Pakistan not a good place to travel. 6. South Sudan. Situations in South Sudan have become worse with ceaseless wars. People in huge numbers have been displaced from their local areas, exposing them to numerous difficulties. Things have become worse in South Sudan, with humanitarian crises and war rising exponentially. Warnings of threat in South Sudan have been issued by various travel agencies and advisories for tourists. Various governments have labeled it as a high-risk area and not safe to travel. 7. El Salvador. The murder capital of the world has been entitled to El Salvador. It has the highest homicide rate in the world. Gang violence and shootouts are some of the major crimes in these areas. If you really want to travel here, then you have to be careful from being caught in their crossfire range. 8. Egypt. People are advised not to travel to western deserts, borders of Egypt and the Sinai Peninsula region in Egypt because of dwelling terrorist groups in these areas. ISIS, the most extremist terrorist group, poses a serious threat to people and venues in these places, including tourist sites. Egypt is a breathtaking and spectacular place to visit, but because of ongoing war and terrorism, it is not safe to travel here. 9. Kenya. Crimes in Kenya is a common occurrence which includes carjacking, street crimes, and kidnapping. High risk of contracting malaria is a factor to be considered decisively before planning your travel to Kenya. Nairobi, Kenya's capital city, is a breeding place of all crimes, and tourists are advised to avoid these areas. If the capital city of a country breeds crimes, then it definitely makes it the worst place to visit. 10. The Gaza Strip. Gaza has been the worst hit and has suffered intense destruction because of fights between Gaza, Israel, and Palestinians. Frequent disputes and battles between these countries have made Gaza a war-torn and unstable place, which labels it as the worst pals for tourists to travel. Thank you very much for watching our video. If you like it, give it like, and if you want more interesting videos like this, don't hesitate to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon.